Welcome to our channel. Today, we're exploring 15 signs that may indicate you're experiencing a spiritual attack. These signs can be subtle yet significant, and recognizing them is crucial for spiritual protection and well-being. Number 1. Unexplained emotional turmoil. Have you experienced sudden and intense emotions without a clear trigger? Feelings of anger, fear, or sadness that overwhelm you suddenly may signal a spiritual attack. For example, you might suddenly feel an intense sense of fear in a familiar place or unexplained rage towards loved ones. Number 2. Persistent negative thoughts. Are you struggling with constant negative thoughts that intrude despite efforts to maintain a positive mindset? Self-doubt, feelings of worthlessness, or thoughts of hopelessness that persist may indicate spiritual interference. For example, you might find yourself repeatedly questioning your abilities or believing you're undeserving of love or success. Number 3. Physical sensations without medical explanation. Do you experience physical symptoms that doctors can't diagnose or treat effectively? Sudden headaches, chronic fatigue, or unexplained pain could be signs of a spiritual attack. For instance, you may suffer from severe migraines that persist despite medication or feel dizzy in a stress-free environment. Number 4. Disrupted sleep patterns. Have your sleep habits suddenly become irregular, leaving you feeling exhausted even after a full night's rest? Waking up frequently during the night, experiencing intense nightmares, or feeling unrefreshed after sleep may indicate spiritual interference. For example, you might find yourself awakening consistently at 3 a.m. or having vivid dreams about being chased or attacked. Number 5. Sudden strains in relationships. Are your close relationships suddenly under strain despite nitrogen monoxide? Clear reason for the conflict: arguments, misunderstandings, or a lack of harmony with loved ones could point to external spiritual influences. For instance, you might experience frequent disagreements with family members or close friends over minor issues. Number 6. Loss of interest in spiritual activities. Have you suddenly lost your enthusiasm for spiritual practices that once brought you peace and joy? A lack of interest in prayer, meditation, or participating in religious services may indicate a spiritual attack. For example, you might feel apathetic towards your spiritual growth or avoid places of worship without a clear reason. Number 7. Unexplained financial difficulties. Are you facing unexpected financial challenges despite prudent planning and responsible management? Sudden job loss, business setbacks, or unforeseen expenses could be signs of spiritual interference. For instance, you might experience a series of financial hardships despite having a stable income and saving practices. Number 8. Strange occurrences in your environment. Do you notice odd phenomena occurring around you that defy logical explanation? Seeing shadows, hearing unexplained voices, or witnessing objects move without cause may suggest spiritual disturbances. For instance, you might observe doors opening or closing on their own, electronic devices malfunctioning sporadically, or sensing cold spots without a draft. Number 9. Intense feelings of fear or anxiety. Are you experiencing intense feelings of fear or anxiety that seem disproportionate to the situation at hand? Overwhelming, irrational fear or anxiety without a clear cause may signal a spiritual attack. For instance, you might feel a sense of dread or panic in places or moments that are otherwise safe and secure. Number 10. Lack of clarity and confusion. Are you struggling with mental fog, making it difficult to think clearly or make decisions? Persistent confusion, indecisiveness, or a general lack of mental clarity despite efforts to focus may indicate spiritual interference. For example, You might find it challenging to focus on tasks that you once handled easily or feel overwhelmed by simple decisions. Number 11. Physical ailments without cause. Are you experiencing new physical ailments that can't be attributed to a medical condition or injury, chronic pain, digestive issues, or other health problems that DEFY diagnosis may point to spiritual disturbance? For instance, you might develop sudden allergies or sensitivities to foods without prior history. Number 12. Urge to isolate or withdraw. Do you feel an overwhelming urge to withdraw from social interactions or isolate yourself? Sudden desire to avoid others or spend excessive time alone could indicate spiritual influence. For example, you might find yourself cancelling plans frequently or avoiding contact with friends and family without a clear reason. Number 13. Inability to experience joy. Are you unable to find pleasure in activities that once brought you happiness, lack of enjoyment in hobbies, social events, or other forms of entertainment may signal spiritual attack? For example, you might feel numb emotionally or find everyday activities tedious and unfulfilling. Number 14. Heightened sensitivity to environment. Do you feel overly sensitive to changes in your surroundings or atmosphere, becoming easily affected by noise, light, or energy shifts that didn't bother you before may indicate spiritual sensitivity or interference? For instance, you might experience overwhelming feelings of anxiety in crowded places or suddenly feel drained in certain locations. Number 15. Sense of being watched or followed. Do you sense an unseen presence observing you or feel like you're being followed? A constant feeling of being watched or monitored, especially in private settings, could point to spiritual intrusion. For example, you might catch glimpses of movement of the corner of your EYE or feel a chilling presence in empty rooms. Recognizing these signs can empower you to address spiritual attacks and seek appropriate help and support. Stay tuned for more insights into spiritual protection and well-being. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.